Yeah, this all cleaned up pretty good. Everything looked pretty good. It's a little dirty still down in the bowl section. Some shit that just, it's caked on there. Scratched and scraped and wire wheeled, and there's still a little bit of it left, but I'm not stressing it too hard. And I waited an extra day and chased down a brass float. I like these brass floats back in the 80s. That's where I like to have my float set, gauging it off the wall. This is how this one was straight out of the box. I ran the numbers on this carburetor. This carburetor is a 1979 off a 350 or a 400 small block. So I left the jetting stock how it was when it came out because I'm mile high here. So, and usually I lean out the adjustment there a little bit. You can dial that up or down, and it'll make the little pin on the power piston. It'll stop and bottom out on that, so you can adjust that for mileage on the highway. But back in the 80s, they kind of quit doing the brass floats. A couple people cried that they bounced around too much when they were four-wheeling. I've had my truck airborne. It didn't bounce around and flood when I came down after I cleared the train tracks when somebody stole Mama's car out of the driveway and I jumped the tracks doing 90. I've rock crawled. I've had the plow truck airborne 3 times. If it flooded, it's because when the damn thing hit the ground, my foot smashed the pedal to the floor. There's an impact on it, so it's, I like these brass floats. I've got brass floats that I've done them. They'll last forever. They're not like these, spongy fucking garbage ones they sell you. So I went and picked up the only one that Checkers had last night, a regular float, brought it back, took it out of the box, and it was a used float. So that's part of why I waited an extra day. It's like if I got to wait an extra day, I'll just get the brass float. But I think the whole thing, the brass bouncing around and causing issues is a load of crap. Get yourselves a brass float so you don't got to mess with it again. They'll last forever. So anyhow, getting back the other direction on this one. So hopefully have this back together in about 20 minutes and be putting it on the engine. So just a little float input. Be safe.